Evan swung his apartment door open. A towering figure in dented black armor crashed against the opposite wall. Smoke wisped from a cracked visor. 7 feet tall, easily. Broad shoulders strained the plates. It clutched a gash in its thigh plate, green ichor dripping onto the carpet. Evan froze for half a second. Then, instinct kicked in. "Hey, you okay? Come on, inside." The figure's helmet snapped toward him. A muffled voice barked alien syllables, sharp and commanding. No time. Distant hums echoed down the hall. Drones. Evan grabbed the armored arm. Heavy as a fridge, but he yanked. The giant stumbled forward. Evan slammed the door. Deadbolted it. Leaned against the wood, breathing hard. The stranger straightened. Towered over him in the cramped entryway. Gauntlets flexed. That voice again. Protocol. Where is protocol? Evan raised his hands, palms out. Practical first. Easy. You're hurt. Sit. The giant didn't budge. Scanned the apartment. Kitchenette. Couch. Flickering TV on a game highlight. No throne room. No guards. Confusion flickered behind the visor crack. Evan caught a glimpse of luminous blue eyes, slitted pupils. Sit, Evan repeated. He pointed to the couch. Protocol. The word cracked like a whip. The giant tapped a bracer. Hologlyphs flickered, then died. Sparks. Dead tech. Evan nodded to himself. Chip down, maybe. Crash-landed princess or soldier. Didn't matter. Hallway drones meant trouble incoming. He grabbed a water bottle from the fridge, offered it. The giant waved it away. Knee protocol. Safrina. Right. Protocol later. Evan set the bottle down, pulled his phone. Phone. Call someone. Another refusal. The giant pounded a gauntlet on its chest. Sa Rex. Heir. You must. Sirens wailed outside. Not cop sirens. Higher pitch. Evan peeked through the blinds. Black drones the size of basketballs zipped past windows. Scanning, sweeping the block. Hide, Evan said. No argument. He grabbed the giant's good arm. Saleli, she called herself, and towed her toward the laundry nook off the kitchen. Narrow space, washer-dryers stacked. He shoved laundry baskets aside. Saley resisted. Untrained. No authority. Quiet. Evan pushed her in. She folded her bulk awkwardly. Knees to chest plate. Door, half shut behind her. Pounding, rattled the front door. Evan Mercer! Open up! Government business. Evan's heart thumped. Feds? Already? He smoothed his shirt. Walked back casual. Yelled through the door. Badge. Director Mara Klein, State Department. Open now, or we breach. Evan cracked the door chain. Peered out woman in sharp suit, flanked by 2 suits and a tack guy with a scanner. No guns drawn. Yet, Mr. Mercer, Klein said. All business. Voice calm, eyes scanning past him. Routine sweep. Unusual activity reported. Anyone else here? Evan leaned on the frame. Blocked the view. Just me. Watching the game. What's up? Drones overflew. Possible gas leak or drone malfunction. Step aside. Scanner guy raised his device. Evan shifted. Casual block. Leak? Smells fine to me. Check the neighbors first. Klein's eyes narrowed. Sir, protocol requires. Evan cut in. Hey, protocol's my middle name. But my place is clean. Landlord's a pain. Call him if you want. Tack guy hummed the scanner at the door. Red light flickered. No alarm. Klein tapped her earpiece. Negative contact. Stand down. She stared Evan down. If you see anything, tall, armored, alien, call this number. Slipped a card. Evan pocketed it, nodded. Will do. Door shut. Locks clicked. Footsteps receded. Evan exhaled. Laundry door creaked. Saali's helmet emerged. You? Denied? Yeah. Evan locked eyes with her through the crack. Blue slits widened. Safe for now. She stepped out. Armor clanked softly. Limped to the couch. Collapsed into it. Frame groaned. First time she sat without protest. Evan eyed the thigh gash. Grabbed his toolbox from under the sink. Duct tape. Pliers. Medkit. Let me patch that. Saleti tensed. No. Medical. Protocol. Protocol's jammed. Like your bracer. He knelt. Prized at the thigh plate. It hissed open. Wound pulsed green. Not bleeding bad. He cleaned it with alcohol wipes. She flinched, but held still. Why? She asked, voice softer through the modulator. English sharpening somehow. Evan shrugged. Taped a pad over it. Neighbor in trouble. You help neighbors. Saeli's gauntlet hovered near his shoulder. Didn't touch. Neeg bore. You, untrained Siva lion. No oath. No chain. Chain? Evan sealed the plate. Stood. Fired up his tablet. Duty, maybe. Hold still. He aimed the camera. Opened the speech app, real-time translator, freeware from some linguistics nerd. Pointed at her visor. Say something. She tilted her head. Spoke a string of clicks and tones. Tablet beeped. Text scrolled. Identify protocol custodian. Heir Saley Rix requires extraction. Evan blinked. Heir? Like royalty? Whoa. Princess? Saeli's posture stiffened. Queen's heir. Suvrina to Veyara Rix. You comprehend. Got it. Evan typed back into the app. Spoken English output. Evan Mercer. Civilian. Safe here. Authorities passed. What's chasing you? She listened. Eyes narrowed. Spoke again. Shield. Commander Tovran. Overzealous. Ship malfunctioned. Drones seek me. Protocol demands isolation until verified. Evan nodded. Your own guys? Affirmative. Unvetted species contact risks diplomatic rupture. You are. Risk. Halath escaped him. Me? Risky? I fix sinks. Saeli's visor tilted. Amusement. Human. Practical. Door buzzer screamed. Evan jumped. Peered at the intercom screen. Not humans. Armored figure outside. Bulkier than Saley. Rifle slung. Shield Commander Tovran, probably. Glyphs glowed on his pauldrons. Evan hit the talk button. Yeah? Open. Air IS ear. Centril. Confirms. Siley's hand clamped Evan's wrist. Crushing grip, but pleading eyes. No. They scan you. Quora Intine. Dissection. Evan swallowed. Civilian against alien spec ops. Great. He buzzed them in. No. Improvise. Coming. He lied. Grabbed Siley's arm. Hauled her to the fire escape window. Out. Roof. Go. She hesitated. First time. You shield me. Go. Evan shoved. She vaulted the sill. Agile for her size. Vanished up the ladder. Pounding shook the door. Evan yanked it open mid-bang. Tovran filled the frame. Rifle up. Heir. Evan blocked with raised hands. Wrong door, big guy. Try 4B. Tovran's visor. Scanned. Locked on Evan's face. Human. You touched. Evan met the gaze. Calm. Touched a drone. Buzzy little thing. Lie detector. Tovran paused. Lowered rifle a fraction. Scent lingers. Stand aside. Evan stepped back. Let him stomp in. Tovran swept the room. Scanner word. Missed the laundry Ica. Evan had wiped it. Missed the fire escape scent trail. Tovran's scanner beeped negative. He slammed it onto his belt. Visor locked on Evan. Scent ends here. Human interference. Evan kept hands visible. Shrugged. Beats me. Pizza delivery earlier. Smells like anything. Tovran stepped closer. Armor hissed steam. One clawed gauntlet gripped Evan's shoulder. Squeezed. Bones creaked. Touch Heir. You die slow. Empire hunts. Evan held eye contact. Nodded once. Noted. Clear out. Tovran released. Stomp past, paused at door. We return. With Queen's wrath. Door slammed. Footsteps thundered down hall. Evan exhaled. Grabbed toolbox from kitchen drawer. Screwdriver. Pliers. Duct tape. Bolted fire escape. Climbed ladder 2 rungs at a time. Roof. Door. Creaked. Open. Saveli crouched behind AC unit. Armor plates buckled. Glowed cherry red at edges. Steam vented from cracks. She clawed at wrist panel. Royal distress beacon. Glyphs flickered. No ping. Evan dropped beside her. Toolbox clattered. Armor first. You're cooking. She flinched. Visor snapped up. Beacon. Queen comes. Evan popped toolkit, reached for Philip's head. That beacon's jammed. Building steel blocks it. Let me strip plates. Cool you down. Saeli's claw hovered over panel. Hesitated. Nodded. Extended arm. Locked. Joint. Word. Evan wedged screwdriver tip into seam. Twisted. Plate popped free. Scorched insulation underneath. He yanked it off. Tossed aside. One down. Hold still, she watched. Mandibles clicked. Tool. Practical. No plasma torch? Household fix. Pliers gripped next seam. Snapped rivets. Plate clattered on gravel. Cool air hit her underlayer. Steam slowed. Better. Sali vented relief. Chest plates hummed softer. Yes. Heat sinks failed. Re-entry damage. Evan worked fast. Third plate resisted. Bent tab. Pliers bent it straight. Screwdriver pried. Free. You're tough. Survived crash. Pod shield held. Until pavement. She tapped wrist again. Beacon pulsed red. Interference. Concrete web. Evan nodded. Finished arm plates. Moved to torso. Roofs exposed. Bell scan from airship soon. Last plate clumped off. Her underlayer gleamed silver. Scaled skin. Visible at joints. Radiators hissed clean. Saeli flexed. Stood taller. Tested limbs. Human hands. Precise. She glanced roof edge. Wind whipped. City lights below. Grabbed fire escape window frame. Yanked to open wider. Light signal. Queen sees ultraviolet burst. Evan lunged. Blocked her claw. Slammed window shut. Latched it. No. Spotters everywhere. Human cops. Your guys. Lights draw fire. She pulled back. Visor dimmed. Protocol demands. Protocol gets you swarmed. Evan unzipped hoodie, peeled it off. Here, trade. Held it out. Eyeballed her heat shield cloak, frayed at edges, still hummed faint energy field. That cloak's trapping residual heat. Digit, slyly tilted head, unclasped cloak, folded it precise, handed over. Shield weave. Empire tech. Evan draped hoodie over her shoulders, zipped it halfway, swallowed her frame. Cozy fit. Looks good. Cooler now? She tugged sleeves. Flexed, nodded, slow. Fabric. Soft, absorbs. Pulled hood up. Hid crest fins. You give protection. No demand. Evan pocketed her cloak. Folded small. Stuffed in jeans. Instinct. Seen enough street fights. Stranger needs cover. You provide. Scanned skyline. Distant sirens wailed. Choppers thumped. Time to move. Service stairwell. Basement exit. Before lockdown. Sayeli's mandibles parted. Stairwell. No guard. Janitor access. Low traffic. Evan led to roof bulkhead. Jimmied lock with pliers. Door swung. Dim stairs spiraled down. Stick close. Quiet, she followed. Hoodie sleeves flapped. Steps echoed soft. Past fifth floor. Voices murmured below. Human accents. Director Klein. Fourth floor clear. Evan froze. Press wall. Saley halted. Claws gripped his arm. Gentle this time. Door below creaked. Flashlight swept. Mercer. Evan Mercer. Open up, Evan whispered. Cops. Stay. Gestured down. Side door marked service. Picked lock. Twisted knob. Slid in. Laundry room. Dryers hummed. Steam clouded. Siley ducked under pipes. Humans hunt you. Not yet. Evan peeked hall. Clear. Government suits now. First contact panic. Cracked service door. Stairs again. Narrower. Paint peeled. Down to garage. My truck. We ghost. She matched pace. You risk quarantine. Dissection. Evan glanced back, grinned tight. Fixed your armor. What's a truck ride? Emerged basement. Concrete. Vast. Cars parked. His beat-up Ford at far end. Keys jingled from pocket. Footsteps pounded above. Mercer! We know you're here, Saley hissed. They close. Evan hit unlock. Passenger door first. In. Low. She folded in. Hoodie bunch towered. Even seated. Evan slid driver's side. Engine growled alive. Reversed slow. Service ramp ahead. Gate on. Red lights flashed outside. 2 black SUVs blocked ramp. Director Maura Klein stepped out. Suit crisp. Megaphone up. Evan Mercer. Pull forward. We talk. Evan killed lights. Idled. Government liaison. Nice lady. Bad timing. Sayeli shifted. Claw on dash. Surrender me. Evan shook head. Nope. Eyed gate control box. Exposed wires. 1 sec. Grabbed pliers from glove box. Slipped out. Crouched by post. Clipped sensor wire. Gate arm jerked up. SUVs revved. Klein barked. Stop! Evan dove back in. Gunned it. Tire squealed. Burst through gate. Alley swallowed truck. Hold on. Siley braced. Visor tracked mirrors. Evade pattern. Efficient. Blocks blurred. Evan cut corners. Lost tail at rail yard. Eased onto highway. Cruise control. Exhaled. Clear. For now. She peeled hood back. Studied him. Why? No throne oath binds you. Evan shrugged. Kept eyes rode. Stranded royal in my hall. Fixed it like plumbing leak. Simple. Sirens faded. Her wrist beeped. Beacon flickered green. Connected. Glyphs scrolled. Incoming hail. Sahele's claw. Slammed panel. Queen. Inbound. Your world. They come. Evan glanced. Sky darkened. Shadow loomed. Massive shuttle hull gleamed. Tractor beams swept streets. Pull over? No. She gripped his arm. Shield continues. Headlights flared behind. Tovran's armored skimmer screamed past. Locked on shuttle. Not them. Evan accelerated. Good call. Shuttle boomed overhead. Holoprojector lit clouds. Queen Vayara's face towered. Regal. Crest flared. Heir Sally. Signal received. Extraction imminent. Hostiles purged. Siley stiffened. Mother assumes threat. Humans purged too. Evan swerved lane. Not on my watch. Spotted overpass. Ducked under. Hide truck. Woods off next exit. She nodded. Activated panel. Subtle field hummed. Cloak tech. Truck blurred faint. My weave. Partial stealth. Nice. Exit ramp. Gravel crunched. Tree line swallowed them. Evan killed engine. Silence. Sayeli watched shuttle arc. Beam stabbed city. Explosions distant. She burns nests. Finds nothing. Evan checked mirrors. Clear. Your scent trail's cold. My Evan gunned the truck back onto the access road. Branches snapped under tires. Sayeli's claws dug into the dash. Queen's beams rake the skyline. We circle wide. Market district's 2 miles east. He flicked on the radio. Static crackled over news chatter. Sirens everywhere. Perfect cover. Truck merged with outbound traffic. No pursuit lights trailed them. She peeled off the last stealth weave. Her iridescent skin caught dashboard glow. Multifaceted eyes scanned mirrors. Your vehicle, unremarkable. Hides in plain sight. Trucks do that. He veered toward suburbs. Billboards blurred past. Ditch it here. Walk the rest. Crowds swallow stragglers. Evan killed the engine in a strip mall lot. Hood up. He grabbed a spare jacket from the back, tossed it her way. Hide the crest scales. Act normal. Sayeli draped it over her shoulders. Fabric strained against her taller frame. Normal. Defined. Follow my lead. He locked the truck, slipped into pedestrian flow. Sidewalk thickened into Market Street. Vendors hawked steaming skewers. Shoppers jostled elbows. Spices bit the air. Evan kept pace brisk, positioned Sayeli behind his shoulder. Her steps clipped too sharp, heels clicking like Morse code. Humans gawked at her height, then looked away. He bumped her elbow lightly. Loosen up, slouch a bit. She mimicked, dropped shoulders an inch. Your masses, chaotic harmony. Chaos hides us, he wove through a fruit stole crush, kept her shielded from direct stares. A kid pointed. Mother yanked him along, Blue lights flashed ahead. Cop on foot patrol scanned the crowd, hand near radio. Evan angled left. Too late. Sayeli's arm snapped up. Palm out. Claws retracted. Full imperial salute. Precise, regal sweep. Hail, guardian of the peace realm. The cop froze. Eyes widened. Hand flew to holster. Hands up! Everyone freeze! Crowd halted. Phones whipped out. Murmurs swelled. What the? Terrorist signal? Evan stepped forward, blocked Sayeli's view. Officer! She's a medical case. Seizure disorder. Off her meds. He grabbed her wrist gently. Pulled her arm down. Triggered a tick. Happens under stress. Cop's gaze flicked between them. Radio crackled. Back up at Market and 5th. Possible code black. See that ambulance bay? Evan pointed 2 blocks over. Red lights pulsed there already. EMTs inbound. She's stable, but needs evac. Now, family friend. I got her. Sayeli played along. Slumped against him. Multi-eyes. Half-lidded. Convincing vulnerability. Cop hesitated. Thumb off holster. ID. Evan fished wallet. Flashed driver's license. Mercer. Local. Her papers got lost in the crash. He nodded toward distant smoke plumes. Rail yard mess. Sirens wailed closer. Cop waved them through. Bay's that way. Clear the scene. Evan hustled Sayeli past. Heart steady. Nice recovery. But no more salutes. Cops aren't kings here. Her breath hitched. Protocol demands. Protocol gets us nabbed. Market noise swallowed them again. Stalls brimmed with trinkets. He spotted a dollar bin. Plastic sunglasses. Faded ball cap. Perfect. Dug out $5. Handed vendor a crumpled bill. These two. Vendor shrugged. Backed them quick. Evan spun to Sayeli. Pressed shades into her claws. On hides the facets. Humans got round eyes only. She perched them awkwardly. Lenses magnified her gaze. Cap next. Snug over frilled crest. Undignified. Effective. He tugged brim low. Tested the look. Passable tourist. Now we blend. Crowd flowed thicker. Laughter mixed with haggling. Sayeli's steps synced better. She clutched his sleeve. Your markets pulse like hive cores. No hierarchy? First come, first served. He dodged a skateboarder. Scanned rooftops. Clear so far. A whine pierced the din. High-pitched drone hum. Sayeli froze, claws locked on his arm. Yanked hard. Security probe. Mine. Evan stumbled into her pull. Alley gaped beside a dumpster. Narrow, shadowed by fire escapes. They dove in. Brick scraped his shoulder. She pressed against wall. Shades slipped. Eyes locked skyward. Tavron's mock. Sniffs loyalty bonds. Finds me, erases you. Drones zipped overhead. Scanners swept market. Blue scan lines danced across stalls. Shoppers ducked instinctively. Evan crouched low. How long? Minutes. Repels unknowns. Her voice dropped to hiss. Queen's purge expands. Direct declines humans mobilize. Collision imminent. He peered out. Drone circled back. We waited out. Or footsteps pounded alley mouth. 2 uniforms. Human cops. Radios blared. Suspect an alien drag. Lock it down. Sayeli's claws flexed. Evan shoved her deeper. My play. Pulled jacket hood up. Stepped out casual. Officers. You chasing that salute freak? Saw him bolt east. Fruit cart alley. Cops paused. Lead one nodded. Thanks, Civvy. Stay clear. They sprinted off. Drone veered after. Evan slicked back. Clear, but game's tightening. Sally's facets gleamed under cap. You deflect like shield weave. No fealty. Why persist? Stranded in my building. Now streets, same fix. He checked watch. Government sniffing too. Klein's crew probably. Wrist panel beeped soft. She silenced it. Glyphs flashed. Hair secure? Hostiles purged 47%. Mother closes net. Saili gripped his shoulder. No competence. Under oath. You'd Captain Fleets. Evan snorted. Led her alley's far end. Just Tuesday. Trucks east. We loop back? Market erupted behind. Shouts. Aliens downtown. Shuttle down. Sky rumbled. Massive shadow eclipsed sun. Queen's shuttle hull gleamed again. Beams stabbed precise. No wild purge now. Targeted. Saeli paled. Scales dulled. Tavern locks on. Drone relayed. Evan scanned. Rooftop access ladder. Up. High ground. She boosted him first. Claws gripped rungs like pitons. They climbed fast. Roof gravel crunched under boots. Downtown skyline crawled with activity. Human choppers buzzed. Black SUVs swarmed streets. Director Klein's voice boomed from a bullhorn blocks away. Stand down! Federal containment! Opposite, Tovran skimmer pods deployed. Armored figures repelled. Lousers hummed. Saeli's panel screamed. Hollow popped. Queen's face. Air! Coordinates. Extraction burns all between. Evan yanked her behind an AC unit. Tell her hold fire. She interprets aid as abduction. Saeli's claws trembled. First crack in regal poise. Street below boiled cops formed lines. Alien drones clashed midair. Sparks rained. Evan's phone buzzed. Unknown number, he answered. Mercer! Crisp voice, Evan Mercer. Director Klein, we have your truck on cams. And your guest, safe harbor, inbound. Coordinates. Saeli snatched phone. Human liaison. Yield protocol. No yield. Evan. Took it back. She's safe. But your boys shoot first. Klein paused. Mutual stand down. Princess. Saeli's eyes widened. They name me. Drone word close. Tovran's growl barked from it. Unvetted primate. Release air or ash. Evan pocketed phone. Grabbed Saeli's arm. Run. They vaulted to next roof. Gap cleared in stride. Her leap alien grace. His grounded power. Sirens wailed symphony. Below, lines blurred. Human feeds linked arms with alien shields? No. Steel Commander Tovran's stimmer pod hissed to a halt at the transit platform's edge. Evan shoved Saeli behind a support pillar, heart pounding from the rooftop sprint. Commuters scattered like startled pigeons. The alien's armored form dropped down, visor glowing red. He scanned the crowd, locking onto glowing residue flecks. Saeli's suit trail. Evan gripped her wrist. Stay low. They bolted for the maglev tracks, weaving through frozen humans. Tovran's voice boomed. amplified. Heir Saley, unvetted species detected. Surrender the primate. Saeli yanked free, claws scraping tile. Tovran, protocol. He shields me. Evan spun her back. Not yet. He planted himself between her and the advancing alien. Tovran towered 7 feet, plates shifting like tank treads. His gauntlet hummed, deploying a restraint field. A shimmering blue net snapping across the platform. It caught Evan mid-stride. Invisible force pinned his arms, crushed his chest. Commuters screamed, fleeing up escalators. Evan gritted teeth. Normal day. Fix a leak. This, push through. He leaned forward, boots scraping. Muscles burned. 1 step. Field crackled, fighting back. 2 steps. Sweat-stung eyes. Tovran tilted his head, visor flickering data. Primitive endurance. Tovran growled. Irrelevant. Evan forced a 3rd step. Field warped around him, buzzing against skin. He broke through, stumbling forward. Grabbed a railing, straightened. Stood firm between Tovran and Saley. Ruth, show me she's yours. No handoff blind. Tovran's plates rattled. A laugh. Proof. I am proof. Shield commander to the Rick's heir. He raised a claw, projecting a hollow crest. Swirling throne emblem. Saeli's face beside a stern queen's. Evan glanced back. Saeli's eyes widened, mandibles clicking. Trust flickered there, but feds could fake that. Not enough. She stays until liaison confirms. Saeli's voice cut sharp. Evan Mercer stands as witness. Tovran, stand down. He has not breached protocol. Tovran froze. Visor cycled colors. Shock. Calculation. Air. This liability risks the line. Unvetted. Persistent. His gauntlet tapped a comm. Retrieval team, platform 7. Secure the air. Neutralize interference. Evan's fists clenched. Neutralize. Hell no. He scanned exits. Maglev incoming. Rumble shaking platform. Escalators clogged with evacuees. Tovran advanced. Field recharging. Saeli stepped beside Evan. Suit panels glowing. Tovran, my command binds you. Mercer's aid preserved me from human capture. Human capture? Tovran's voice dropped. You interpret their chaos as aid. Evan didn't wait. He scooped a dropped commuter bag. Metal tools inside. Clanking. Swung it at Tovran's knee joint. Impact thudded. Plates denting. Tovran staggered, field flickering. Persistent primate, Tovran snarled. Claws extended, but he held. Retrieval ping echoed, skimmers inbound. Sirens wailed outside. Director Klein's voice crackled over platform speakers. Evan Mercer. Platform secure. Feds en route. Hold position. Evan backed Saeli toward the maglev edge. Train whooshed in, doors hissing open. Empty car beckoned. In. Now. They dove inside as doors sealed. Maglev lurched forward, accelerating into tunnel black. Tovran pounded the closing doors, fist cracking glass. His roar faded behind. Saley slumped against a pole, breath ragged. You forced a Rick's Shield's field. Raw persistence. No tech. Evan wiped sweat. Jim Habit. What now? Your boss calling back up. Queen Vayara observes. Saley's panel lit. Hollow of the queen's face. Eyes like polished obsidian. Heir. Report. Mother. Human Evan Mercer defies restraint for me. Tovran pursues. Queen's mandibles twitched. Defies metrics. Sally tapped Evan's arm. Brute force. No yield. Evan met the hollow gaze. She's safe. Tell your shields to chill. Queen's image sharpened. Primate presumes. Yet. Effective. Hollow winked out. Tunnel lights streaked past. Evan's phone buzzed. Klein. Mercer. You on the maglev? Ditch it at next stop. Safe house prepped. Aliens inbound heavy. Copy. He pocketed it. Sally's claws flexed, tracing his bicep. Alien touch. Cool. Precise. You shield without throne or crest, she murmured. Why? Evan shrugged. Stranded looks like stranded. Human thing. Platform lights flashed. Next stop. Doors open to chaos. Feds in black tack gear. Barricades. But skimmer pods screamed overhead. Tovran's retrieval team dropped in. Armored figures rappelling onto the platform lip. Lasers primed. Evan stepped in front of Sally. Didn't move. Fed shouted. Aliens advanced. Lines closed. Evan shoved Sally behind him as the maglev doors hissed shut. Feds banged on the glass outside. Alien lasers hummed through the seams. Stay low, he barked. Next stop's ours. Move fast. Sayeli's claws dug into his shirt. Mercer. Protocol demands. No protocol. Run. The train lurched forward. Shouts faded into tunnel roar. Evans scanned the car. Empty now. Passengers evacuated earlier. His phone vibrated. Klein again. Ditched the line. Stations locked. Aliens dropping squads. He pocketed it. Your Queen's goons want you back. Feds want you contained. We slipped the net. Sayali straightened. Iridescent scales shimmering under lights. I command here. Declare intent. Evan faced her. Ground rules, princess. No royal code. Plain words. Watch your play. Her mandibles clicked. Retrieve heir. Secure lineage. Lineage. He pinched his nose. Means you. Say, get me home safe. Simple. She tilted her head, multifaceted eyes narrowing. Human simplification. Inefficient. Doors opening. Evan grabbed her wrist, cool, leathery. Move. They spilled into a crowded transit hub. Vendors hawked synth meals. Commuters surged. Fed sealed outer exits, tack lights sweeping. Overhead, skimmer drones buzzed. Tovran's team. Shiley froze amid the press. A human bumped her. She flared crest feathers, emitting a subsonic trill. Nearby heads turned. Evan yanked her into shadow. Stop that. Signals spook people. My rank mark. She extended an arm, scales pulsing royal brew. Hair glow binds loyalty. Evan glanced. Pretty, like LED art. Ignored it. Cool tattoo. Doesn't stop bullets. Duck. He pulled her toward a food court. Drones whirred closer. Feds funneled crowds. They're boxing us, he muttered. Need cover. Sayali's panel beeped. Queen's hollow flickered. Heir. Human evades. Assess threat. Evan leaned in. Tell her we're good. No shooting. Sayali hesitated. Mother. Mercer prioritizes evasion over deference. Queen's obsidian eyes locked on Evan. Primate ignores rank glow. Anomalous. He's human, Sally said. They act. Hollow vanished. Evan nodded. See? Plain talk works. crowd thickened at a noodle stall. Evan swiped his card for 2 bowls. Eat, blend. Saheli poked the steaming synth noodles. Sustenance protocol? Soup. Slurp quiet. She mimicked him, slurped too loud. Heads turned again. Evan leaned close. Public rule. Screw up. Apologize, human style. Repeat after me. Sorry. My bad. Sayali blinked. Sorry, my bad. Means I messed up, no harm. Diffuses stares. A Fed eyed them from across the court. Evan shoveled noodles. Practice. Sorry. My bad, she whispered. Claws flexed. Good. Now. Sayeli reached for her belt pouch. Payment. Custom demands reciprocity. She flipped a coin. Gold, etched with crest feathers glowing faintly. Evan's eyes widened. Pocket that. Too late. She tossed it to the vendor. Heir debt settled. The coin hit the counter. Vendor scanner screamed. Red lights flashed. Unidentified alloy. Quarantine. Crowd froze, then surged. Phones out. Alien tech? Bomb. Panic rippled. Feds bolted their way. Drones dove. Evan cursed. Grabbed Saley's arm. Run! They plunged into the throng. Shoulders bashed. A kid screamed. Sayeli's rank glow pulsed accidental blue. More stares. Turn it off! Evan yelled. Reflex. She slapped her arm. Glow dimmed. Stall alarms wailed. Vendor yelled into comms. Active scan royal markings? Evan spotted a service door. Kitchen corridor, steam venting. There! He shouldered through. Sayeli tripped on a drop tray. He hauled her up. Sorry, my bad, she echoed it, breathless. Sorry, my bad. Door banged open. Grease-slick tiles. Cooks gaped. Human. Aproned. Hey! Evan flashed his phone. Klein's override code. Fed business. Clear! They scattered. Pots clanged. Evan kicked a pallet aside. Rear exit glowed. Behind, Feds breached the court. Mercer! Stand down! Skimmers crashed glass overhead. Dovran's voice boomed. Heir! Yield to shield! Saheli stumbled. Commander closest. Evan barricaded a side door with crates. Your shield shoot first. Assess. Then neutralize. Like hell. He punched a panel. Emergency hatch to tunnels. Go! She hesitated, claws tracing his arm again. You ignore rank. Prioritize shell. Shell? Body? Self. Evan grinned, sweat stung. Humans cover strangers. Go! They dropped into dim service tunnels. Pipes hissed. Echoes chased. Boots. Lasers priming. Phone buzzed. Klein. Safe house east vent. Aliens. Jamming signals. Hurry. Evan pocketed it. Saley activated a panel. Stealth mode, cloaking faint. Queen observes? He asked. Affirm. Compute your persistence. Tunnel forked. Fed sealed the kitchen exit above. Thuds rained. Tovran's team repelled in. Evan chose left sewer grate ahead. Almost out. Sally's claws tightened. Mercer, why shield without gain? He pried the grate. Gains you breathing. Human default. Grate clanged free. Cool air rushed. But lights stabbed from ahead. Fed tack team. Guns. Leveled. Down. Evan tackled Sayeli sideways. Lasers scorched walls. she trilled alarm. Pamo lit. Queen's hollow urgent. Heir! Human draws fire. Value. Sayeli shoved Evan behind a pipe. Fired her own micropulse. Non-lethal, stunned 2 feeds. High, a taps Evan popped up. Hurled a loose valve. Clanged a gun away. Move! They scrambled past writhing bodies. Feds called. Non-lethal. Klein's orders. Tovron burst the far grate. Armored bulk. Laser cannon primed. Threat confirmed. Sayeli raised claws. Stand, Commander. Human allies. Tovron paused. Mandibles grinding. Unvetted primate. Risk. Evan stepped forward, hands up. Chill, big guy. She's safe. Tovron's cannon hummed lower. Queen's voice crackled through his comm. Observe. He defies both lines. Compute. Evan grabbed Sayeli's wrist. East vent. Now. They sprinted. Feds held fire. Tovron tracked. Didn't shoot. Vent loomed. Klein's safe house access. Evan boosted Sayeli in. She vanished into dark. He followed. Grate clanged shut. Inside. Dim room. Cots. Screens. Klein waited, arms crossed. Mercer, you just turned a coin into an incident. Sayeli emerged, dusting scales. Reciprocity protocol. Klein's eyes flicked to her. Royal script. That's a diplomatic nuke. Evan shrugged. Blended fine till then. Sayeli's panel pulsed. Queen's hollow filled the room. Massive now. Human. You pierced shields. Ignored rank. Drew lines apart. Evan met the gaze. Kept her safe. That's it. Queen's mandibles stilled. Metrics recalibrate. Primate competence. Noted. Hollow shifted. Tovron's face and set. Queen. Recommend quarantine. Denied. Queen's eyes bored into Evan. Heir remains. Under his shell. Sayeli's crest flared. Shock. Mother. Tess proceeds. Klein's hand clamped Evan's shoulder. Move. Now. She shoved him toward a side door. Saveli followed. Scales rasping against the court frame. The safe house corridor narrowed to steel walls. Red lights pulsed overhead. Evan twisted free. Where? Interview room. Protocol. Klein's voice brooked no argument. Armed feeds flanked them, rifles low but ready. They burst into a bare cube. Table bolted to floor. 2 chairs. Mirrored wall. Door. Hissed. Shut. Locks chunked home. Sally's crest flattened. She scanned the space, claws flexing. Evan caught her eye. Nodded calm. Stay cool. Klein tapped her wristcom. Signal jam active. No outs, no ins. Screens flickered black. The Queen's hollow vanished mid-breath. Evan leaned on the table. You cut her off. Bad move. Containment first. Klein slid into a chair. Recorder hummed to life. Evan Mercer. State your actions from initial contact. He crossed his arms. Sat. Not till you guarantee her medcare. And no lethal force on anyone. Klein's brow arched. You're not cleared to negotiate. She's injured. Wing tear. Needs a doc, not a quiz. Evan jerked thumb at Sayeli's side. Fresh blood seeped through hasty bandages. Non-lethal on retrieval, too. Or I zip it. Sally tilted her head. Watched him. Her mandibles parted, slight curiosity. Klein drummed fingers. Fine. Med team en route. Non-lethal hold confirmed. She keyed the mirror panel. Mid-bay prep. Priority 1. Door slid. 2 techs wheeled in a gurney. Scanners humming. Saeli stiffened as they approached. Evan stood between. Easy. They fix. She met his gaze. Claws retracted. Lay back. Scanners whirred over her wing. Foam sealed the wound. Pain blockers hissed. Stable, a tech said. They wheeled out. Door locked again. Klein leaned forward. Now talk. Saeli sat up first, pulled a slim panel from her harness. Claws danced across it. Holo bloomed. Queen Veyara's stern face. Mother, Sally said. Voice steady, resonant. Status, secured. Human designate Evan Mercer named Protector. Protocol. Reciprocity, invoked. Acknowledge. Evan blinked. Protector? He hadn't signed up for titles. Queen's eyes narrowed. Heir. Elaborate. Actions. Breached containment. Neutralized threats. Defied authorities for my shell. Saeli's gaze flicked to Evan. Competence exceeds scans. Trust calibrated. Queen's mandibles clicked. Transmit location. Retrieval inbound. Negative. Human oversight required. Saeli's claws stabbed the panel. Message locked. Send. Klein shot up. You can't. Done. Saeli deactivated the holo. Folded arms. Mimicked Evan's stance. Evan snorted. Damn, she's quick. Klein paced. Wrist combuzzed. Ignored. She punched the mirror. Bridge. Patch alien freck. Live. Now. Screens lit. Tovran's armored face filled one. Queen's inset on another. Static crackled. Shield, Commander! Klein balked. Director Mara Klein, Earth Liaison. Handoff under human oversight, per Heir's protocol. Tovran's cannon arm flexed. Unvetted species. Heir yields to us. Saeli leaned into pickup. Commander, stand by human directive. Mother's test proceeds. Queen's voice overlaid. Affirm. Oversight. Accepted. Metrics on primate. Intriguing. Evan shifted. Felt eyes on him. Like a bug under glass. Tovran growled. Perimeter secure. Acknowledged, Queen said. Insertion in. Alarms blared. Facility shook. Red strobes flashed. Klein slapped her calm. Perimeter breach! Teams report. Voice crackled back. Multiple contacts. Armored. Laser signatures. There through the fence. Evan's gut tightened. Stood. Your pal skipping line. Tovran's eyes widened. Retrieval Alpha Team. Autonomous. Threat neutralized. Not us, Saeli hissed. Crest flared red. Overreach. Queen's hollow sharpened. Commander, recall. Too late. Facility lights dimmed. Countdown, klaxon wailed. Evacuate. Breach. Level 2. 60 seconds to lockdown. Klein drew her sidearm. Mercer, with me. There. Stay. Evan grabbed Saeli's arm. Pulled her up. No. We move together. Door blew inward. Feds tumbled. Armored figures stormed. Alien plates gleaming. Rifles sweeping. Tovran bellowed through comm. Alpha! Cease! Heir secured. Lead alien paused. Mandibles parted. Threat primates. Engaging. Evan shoved Saeli behind the table. flipped it for cover. Down. Lasers scorched walls. Feds returned. Fire stunners popping. Klein dove beside him. "Override! Klein Alpha!" Saili's claws gripped his sleeve. "Evan, quiet. Trust me." He peeked. Alpha Leader advanced, ignoring Tovran's roars. Countdown hit 30. Bulkhead groaned. Ceiling. Queen's voice boomed facility-wide. "Alpha! Recall or purge." Leader hesitated. Rifle dipped. Evan lunged. Tackled the alien's legs. They crashed. He pinned the rifle barrel skyward. "Stop!" Scales scraped his face. Strength like steel cables. But Evan twisted, jammed elbow into joint. Rifle clattered free. Fed swarmed. Stunner zapped. Alpha slumped. Silence fell. Smoke curled. Klein hauled Evan up. "You insane?" Sarli stared. Claws trembled. Protector defied breach team. Tovran's hollow flickered in. Human. Restrained Alpha. No kill. Queen's gaze pierced. Test accelerates. "Hand off now." Under his lead. Evan wiped blood from lip. Grinned faint. "Fine. But my rules." Perimeter alarms spiked anew. Deeper breach. Something bigger. Inbound. Evan shoved the door wide, dragged Saeli into the corridor's glare. Floodlights stabbed from both ends. Feds left, rifles braced. Tovran's armored squad right. Plasma vents glowing hot. He stepped center. Spread arms wide. Blocked lines of fire. Nobody shoots. Sally stumbled behind him. Claws dug his shoulder. Her breath hissed. Frantic. Scaled chest heaving. Klein barked from the Fed side. "Mercer, down! That's a kill box." Tovran's voice cracked the air. "Human shield. Breach and extract." His team surged. Boots thumped alloy deck. Rifles snapped up. Saeli's spines flared. She thrust a claw forward. Royal glyph pulsed on her palm. Hollow sigil blooming violet. "Tovran! By Heir's bind. Halt! Protocol 9-7. The squad froze mid-stride. Leader's mandibles locked. Rifle dipped. They knelt, rigid, thence hissing steam. Evan exhaled. Kept arms out. Sweat trickled down his back. The air reeked of ozone and alien musk. Klein edged forward. Stunner holstered but thumb on trigger. What the hell was that? Royal lockdown. Sally's voice steadied. She pressed closer to Evan. They cannot advance without release. Perimeter alarms screamed louder. Deck vibrated. Deeper rumble grew. Heavy engines closing fast. Evan glanced at Klein, pulled a crumpled paper from his pocket. Scrolled it during the standoff, ballpoint smudges on his thigh. Thrust it out. Your rules for next time. No stunners on civilians. No breaching without evac paths. Announce first contact protocols, city-wide before ships drop. Klein snatched it, scanned the list. 10 lines, bullet points crisp. Her eyes widened. You're dictating to the government. Heaven met her stare. Saved your op. Take it or I walk her out myself. She folded the paper, nodded sharp. Transmitting now. Director override. Queen Viara's hollow erupted overhead. Massive, scaled face filled the corridor. Crowned spines arched like thorns. Eyes locked on Evan. Voice boomed. Translators straining. Primitive, you bar my guard. Demand terms from my bloodline. Submit. The Heir. Evan didn't flinch. Kept position. No, She's safe here till pickup. My rules first, or we stand off till your breach cracks the hull." Silence stretched. Veyara's mandibles twitched. Squad shifted, restless, but held. Saeli's claws tightened. Mother. He restrained Alpha, without kill. Veyara's gaze pierced Evan. Weighed him. Civilian. No rank, no pact. Did you command fealty from your own? Evan shrugged. Just fixed a problem. Like plumbing. Rumble peaked. Bulkhead groaned. Far wall split. Massive claw pried seams. Queen's shuttle punched through. Dorsal ramp dropped. Guards poured out, heavier plated lances humming. Tovron rose. My queen. Silence. Veyara's spines flattened. Approval? Human. Your terms bind. List accepted. Handoff proceeds. Klein's radio crackled. Confirmed. POTUS signs off. Mercer's protocol. Provisional. Evan lowered arms. Turned to Saley. Your ride. She hesitated. Claws uncurled from his sleeve. Stepped forward, but paused. Eyed the gap between squads. Evan. You're right. Farewell, Bond. He blinked. What? So? Her spines dimmed. Voice soft. Public seal. Forces accord. Evan nodded. Extended hand, palm up, human handshake offer. Simple. Every day, Saeli's eyes widened. Claws retracted fully. She gripped his hand. Firm. Cool scales against skin. Pumped once. Precise copy. Gasps rippled. Feds lowered rifles. Tavern squad clicked mandibles. Shock rippling spines. Saeli released. Turned to her team. Mira. Accord with protector. Tovrin stepped up. Massive claw engulfed Evan's hand. Pumped. Awkward, but exact. Human. Right. Accepted. One by one. Squad followed. Scales rough, grips iron. No words. Just the gesture. Klein extended next. Grinned tight. Hell of a day, Mercer. Veyara's hollow descended. Her claw, via proxy drone, clasped Evans. Terms sealed. Species pact initiates. Evan shook it. Felt the weight. Corridor fell quiet. Alarms silenced. Saeli lingered. Claws brushed his arm. Return, Evan. Exchange awaits. Shuttle ramp hummed. She boarded. Guards flanked. Evan watched the ramp seal. Engines thrummed. Hull retracted. Klein clapped his shoulder. You're briefing the president tomorrow. That list? It's canon. He wiped bloodied lip. Grinned. Just neighbor stuff. Hull groaned shut. But external sensors pinged. New signatures inbound. Multiple. Unmarked. Deeper space breach. Not theirs.